As you can see, welcome. What's going on, everybody? It's Ricky with Video Homicide, back with a sort of a Friday night smoke session away, I guess. But lately, I've been doing the ink sessions where I've been inking this comic I've been working on. I'm so all over the fucking place right now with what the shit that I'm drawing and shit that I'm wanting to draw, and just I freshly charged this, and oh my god, it's hitting like a fucking like a champion. So like I said, I've been working on this comic. I've been working on a bunch of shit, especially like excuse me, this comic. I'll show you the pages I got done so far. I've got 4 pages done. I think it's going to end up being like, I don't know, maybe even as, I don't want to give it an exact number because I don't want to like fuck myself over and be like, it's going to be this page, there's going to be this many pages, and then it doesn't, whatever. So this is page 1, Beavis and Butthead comic. Page 2. These are ink. This is, I penciled them and I inked them on. This is 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So like if you can imagine, like I would say it's like it's thicker than say like 3 or 4 pieces of printer paper, like regular printer paper. It's sturdy stuff. But like I said before, you got to be careful still, because when it comes to erasing the pencil off this shit, it can still kink at the bottom, and this is the latest page I did. I actually did this on stream, but I ended up finishing it off stream. Like I put all the dots and everything outside of it, because like one thing, like the reason I haven't really been streaming for the last couple nights in terms of the inking is because my fucking wrist, I could feel it in my wrist, and I was like, man, I gotta take a break from all these fucking dots. And this is page 1 of the Western comic that I've been neglecting. Like I started inking up there, and I inked the head a bit, and I've just been sort of slacking. Like, I got all these things on the go, but right now a lot of my time has went to this Beavis and Butthead comic, and I've got the 5th page penciled, so you can definitely expect that. You can expect seeing a stream of that being inked soon enough. Saw Blades in the house. What's going on, homie? I'm just fucking shooting the shit. Like what I have right here beside me is something I want to go through in a bit. This is every zine I've made, every zine, every comic I've made. So we'll not like a fucking in-depth look, but I want to sort of show you all the covers and all that stuff, because tonight I was on Instagram, and a video came up from the Toronto Zine Library, and at my first Zine Fest ever, a person from the Zine Library came up to me and just bought a bunch of stuff and was like, I want to put this in the Zine Library. So that's sick. And then I sort of forgot about that. And then the one night I was sitting there and I was like, I wonder if like that's on a website of any kind or anything. And sure as shit, Cinema 187 is on the Toronto Zine Fair website. And it was also, you could see it in this Instagram video they just posted. I don't know how recently, but I was watching. I was like, holy fuck, issue 3 of Cinema 187 is in this video. And I just thought it was so cool to see it in such like a, a cool like space, so you can see it. I took like a screenshot and everything, but yeah, maybe not the best view, but there it is right there. It's pretty pixely because it's from a moving video, but covered by my homie Radioactive Blob Fuel. Really stoked on that, man. And again, I've been really inspired lately, and just wanting to draw constantly, really. And like, I'm so happy because like today we went and celebrated my dad's birthday, right? And that leaves, and my wife's in class tomorrow until like 5 o'clock. So that leaves me with basically all day to sort of just chill out, draw, and the only thing I really like to do is go to the grocery store, and that's like a fucking, by the time when I leave my house, go to the grocery store, come back, it'll be like maybe a 20-minute deal, because I live pretty close to a lot of stuff, man. Amazing, dude. I hope to become that prolific with my comic and zine making, dude. And like the thing is, like, with the zines, like what you've done with like heads and what you've done, uh, you know, with even like overdose and stuff like that type of stuff. If you can just compile a bunch of drawings, and then boom, put it, and that's a zine. Like my zine that I call Raise the Dead. This is the 7th volume, and all this is a collection of sketchbook material, and I always put a spread in the middle, you know, and like it's all black and white other than the cover, you know, and it's just a great way to sort of present some of your favorite stuff from a certain stretch of time, and it really is a fun feeling, because like I said, now there's fucking 7 of these, you know, cool shit. Hey, bro, I at work caught this live update. Right on, dude. Tom, did your package was, I messaged you when I sent it. I'm pretty sure I shot you an email when I sent it, so hopefully that shit shows up soon enough. Really enjoying the videos of the zine, dude. It's quite the, you know, to me, like it doesn't cost, other than making it, like actually like getting it in print, that's the only thing that costs money out of it, and if you're lucky enough, if you can sell some, you know what I mean, because just because you make a zine doesn't mean that people are gonna like fucking be like, oh, I'll buy 50 copies, you know what I mean. It's made for a specific group of people, you know what I mean, and oftentimes, you like I oftentimes, because of the cost of, like, say, like if like the latest issue of 187, 34 people, so I got to ship 34 contributor copies, you know what I mean, and it's fucking that money that's why it takes so long, and I keep posting on Instagram, hey, I'm sending them in small batches because, ship some of these fucking, if you've ever shipped to Canada or shipped from Canada, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's a bastard. It's a bastard, dude. Yeah, you're right. I have to compile some stuff for art zines for, dude. You totally could, man. You totally could. And motherfuckers would be all over that stuff, because your art is fucking, it's awesome. Like you could fucking make a killer zine, or even, I don't know if you ever considered like making like a, like an art book or something like that. I think your art is worthy of, I think anyone's art is worthy of an art book, but I mean, like, it's killer stuff. Got the message. Fuck yeah. I'm stuck on Terra at the moment though. Yeah. Terra issue 2. Looking sick. My fucking issues are on the bookshelf back there. I actually, you probably can't tell, but like I haven't even gotten rid of them yet. There's like 7 or 8 books beside me, a bunch of comics that I'm gonna donate to the little free libraries and shit. Just to get it, I don't need, like, there's so much stuff that I didn't need, you know what I mean, in terms of like books. I still want to go through all that stuff again, and like stuff that's like, annuals and just, like sort of prestige format comics and stuff. They don't need to be on the shelf. They can be in a comic box, I kind of want to keep the shelf for art books and stuff. I actually scored the fucking Ralph Bakshi art book at a bookshop called The Book Addict here in town. $24, man. I was like, fucking A. I love Ralph Bakshi. The Saw Blade live video was great stuff. Yeah, dude, that was a good conversation. Hey man, have you heard of the comic artist Ben Mara? Oh, the fucking guy that makes What We Meant by Yesterday, or What We Mean by Yesterday. Does he do that daily strip? Because if it's the guy that I'm thinking of, absolutely. I almost bought his first collection of that strip that he does. But I think I ended up grabbing Fat Cop by Johnny Ryan that day. Yeah, his stuff is great, dude. I've seen his actual artwork as well. There's another artist, I believe, called Ben Mara that does a totally different style and stuff, but still dope stuff. Yeah, I do have a few other exciting art projects on the horizon. Like I want to do I want to do like, well, actually, like my wife's sort of been talking about, she's been talking about writing a children's book for a while, not like too long, but like it's the thoughts. She said the thoughts been in her head for a long time, and she's sort of finally expressed that she wants to do that. And I was like, "Well, that's sick." And she's like, "Yeah, I'd have to hire an illustrator and all this," and was sort of like looking at me, and I was like, "I'll fucking do it. Like, let's do it as a team. Let's make a book. I would love to do it, and it, like to sort of flex like the vision that I have with it is because it's sort of like a whimsical, like a young girl that sort of goes in the woods and goes in adventures and stuff like that. I think a watercolor thing. I want to try it with watercolor, and since like it's just me and her, it's like no one's like, it's not like we're paying some fucking artist or anything like that. It's like no, we're fucking, you know, we eat the same fucking food, we shit in the same toilet. You know what I mean? Like let's fucking, there's no, I wouldn't even consider doing that, like taking money from my wife or giving her money for this stuff. It's like, nah, come on now. Let's you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. But anyways, watercolor without any like holding lines is something that I really want to take a look at. I'm gonna get him to do a cover for. Oh, you're gonna get Ben Mayer to do a Terra cover. That's sick, dude. That is sick. Want you to do one as well, dude. I would be honored. I would be honored. Oh, dude, I would love to do that, dude. I would love to fucking get involved with that. You're not going to believe this, but I work security too. I heard you mention that for 3 years. Yeah, I did. This Monday means 3 years for me at the same spot. I've been in it for a bit longer than that, but the same spot for 3 years. What's going on right here then? That's why I'm up now. It's 5:30 a.m. here. Well, fuck, dude. I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm stoked. I'm just gonna get wrecked all night. Dude, I got this black ink that I was like preaching about. I was like, you gotta get some black ink. Fuck yeah. And now I've got it and I haven't fucking used it yet. And I bought this like as like a water or excuse me, a whiteout substitute. And like it's fine, but it's like oil based. And this you have to like basically do this at the very end, the very end, because if you put some of this shit on, you're moving your hand around and stuff, like it will get like filthy. You'll see that it's getting filthy. Like it happened on this. Like I fucked up majorly when I was inking the one page, this one right here, and I had to put a shitload of white out right there, and you can, in the right circumstance, you can see it. But uh, yeah, man, I'm stoked. Like I love seeing like the progress of it. You know what I'm saying? Like making a comic, like seeing it come together is one of my favorite parts. And then, like I said, I still got like the Western and like sort of just chipping away. Like I said, there's no time constraint. You know what I mean? Like I so guilty of making these time restraints or limits or whatever the fuck, deadlines, and I'm like, you know what? Why am I doing this? I'm making it so I'm speeding it up. You know what I mean? Like I got to take my time. Like making this the last page with the two cops sitting in the car. Like my initial vision I had was like nothing compared to what I actually did, man. And I'm stoked on it. And the thing is, one thing I didn't do with Vomit Coffin, but I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna post this on the website, because I made a website, and I'll put it on there. I'll probably post Vomit Coffin, but I don't know if one page will be enough because it's like 36 images. So we'll look into that. But I really sort of want to try and utilize the website more as a way, like not like a way to sell shit, but a way to be like sort of a gallery of everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying for it though. I'm definitely not fucking paying for it. So the URL will just be like, XYWX space all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Dude, have you tried Deleter Whiteout yet? I have not. I've heard of it. I think Deleter's the company that makes those fucking screen tones. I've been wanting to try those, but like it seems like a hassle to get them. And I'm like, you know what? I don't really want to fucking deal with the hassle of trying to track down these screen tones and make it so I got to pay out the ass for shipping, like get it shipped from somewhere, end up paying out the ass just for something that I might not even like. you know, because like that's what I do the dots for. I do the dots as a way of being like, I don't have any fucking what's it called, half tone, whatever. But I want to go through these zines, dude, because this is a fucking fun experiment here. So uh, there is sort of rhyme or, you know what we'll do? We'll go through all the Cinema 187s first. This is like a lot of shit here, but this, holy fuck, dude, it's crazy because there's 6 issues of this shit now. Like this is how thick the Cinema 187 thing is now. You know, like to put a fucking put a micron for thickness, I guess. There's a lot of shit. So starting off with the first one, Cinema 187. This, my cousin actually he designed this for me, the graffiti font, and I designed this little guy right here. And the back was just like this was sort of like, this is more like fanzine-ish in terms of uh like there's original art in here, but there's also like a lot of, you know, like there's the poster from the movies that we talk about, which are Natural Born Killers, Dawn of the Dead, and City of the Living Dead from Fulci. But Radioactive Blobfield did an actual a comic in here based on Natural Born Killers. So if you're a fan of that film, you know, and you sort of want something that's off the beaten path, this is a fan comic about that Oliver Stone flick. Was it Oliver Stone that did that flick? I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, so that was the first one. And then the second one was the one where I was like, okay, let's start getting serious. I want this to be like an art zine. We need to do like some homage type shit. So I went with Zap Comics #0. So I did my own version of that. And I think this turned out pretty sick. And then Radioactive Blobfield did the back cover with this ghoulie. I believe it's a watercolor. Turned out fucking awesome. Really stoked. And like almost like the vibe I get with this is almost like those high school notebooks where there's like that line, like that black fucking line or whatever. I love the way this one turned out. And yeah, this one, the comic that Radio did in this one is about Vincent Price in Last Man on Earth. Only all it is about him getting fucked up. So he like picks up a record, you know, takes a toke. This is meant for like motherfuckers that are hardcore fans of Vincent Price, and it's so fucking sick. But there's also, this was the first one, so this one had 4 contributing artists, including myself. This one has 9. So Cinema Sketchbook, amazing artist. He actually drew me once. There's a pig that I drew. Who else was in this fucking one? Trash Dash. Sick fucking pieces. So yeah, this again, this was me sort of finding. There's more Cinema Sketchbook stuff. Who the fuck else was in this one? Sparkboy, Jamie Filer, Asian Shock Shirts, Morbid Thrasher, and Retroward Die. The next issue was sort of finding our ground even more. So front cover by Radioactive Blobfield. This is based on the EC comic, I believe by Johnny Craig, I want to say. I think it's Vault of Horror, either 24, like 38 or something. I keep forgetting, but the back cover was by me. This is sort of like a take on the movie Pieces, which is an amazing film. If you've not seen Pieces, it's great. Sort of like a giallo, but I believe Spanish production, U.S. and Spanish production. But you know, this is the one where we're sort of finding our stride. So I believe this one had like 20 something contributors. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So from 4 to 9 to 22 contributors, with people like Dan Parker Doodles with the Scanners piece. This was dedicated to what the hell was his name? Giovanni Lombardo, who was in Cannibal Apocalypse. He was in Fulci's fucking City of the Living Dead. You know, we got artists like Chad Keith Helsinki, KGG Mind Trip. You know, just incredibly talented people that just, I was like, hey, you want to be a part of this? There's Creep from 6 Feet Deep and Soulful Inks. Soulful Inks, I believe, was also Cami. I believe she changed her name a few times. We got Art in the Brain from Italy. This chick right here is out of Italy, man. She's a fucking amazing artist. This is Mitch Toxic Art, you know. And the comic in this one, what was this one? This one was like a long comic, and it was actually based on a movie that's a Asian short film called Biotherapy. So Radio did a comic on that. I actually did this acrylic painting of Ratfink. This was like one of my favorite acrylic paintings at the time. Still is. It's actually, the only problem is I don't own that painting. My cousin does, because it was actually a collaboration. Like, he did a graffiti piece on the one side and I did a character at the end. But Dunwich Creations with the fucking City of the Living Dead piece. Yeah. Number 3 was a good one, man. Number 4 was my first themed one. This was the Video Nasty special. So I believe it 38 films, or maybe 39, that were prosecuted. We covered every single one. There's no art. I think there's a couple of articles in this, but it's almost all art. Art in the Brain, Dunwich Creations. Like I said, every Video Nasty. We've got the Trash Dash, Richie the Caterpillar with that amazing Fight for Your Life piece. There's some like there's some like Nazi films. I did this piece right here. This is based off of fuck, I forget the name of it, but it's the movie with the dog that gets killed with a drill. Dan Parker Doodles, Jamie Filerman. It's just jam packed with amazing art. So this front cover is actually an homage to Creepy issue 1, if I didn't say that, with Filthy Ralph surrounded by a bunch of the Video Nasties characters. And then Radioactive Blobfield did this back cover, Nasties. This piece was meant for a copy, or excuse me, an issue of, oh man, All We Need Is Sleaze, but it never came to fruition. Hopefully All We Need Is Sleaze makes a return. This is issue 5. This is the Asian Cinema edition. So that's a front cover there by Radioactive Blobfield with just a bunch of homage to different comics and films and stuff. This is a back cover I did with all dot work. This is from Onibaba, which is a great film, one of my favorites. But yeah, this is all Asian stuff. I actually did like a letter from the editor, me with my stepdad. Amazing art. The comic in here that Radio did is out of control. It's out of control. He kept upping his game. Like, when you look at the comic from issue 1 to this one, it's insane. Like, very fucking cool shit, man. But yeah, again, there's a bunch of artists in here. There's Cinema Sketchbook, Gross Inc., Outpost, Trading Post, Necro Style, Dahmer Art. You know, one thing I stopped doing with the next issue is I stopped making like backgrounds, like dark backgrounds and stuff. I just make them white. This is Tony Wynot art. This is Gatekeeper, but I believe that person changed their name. Got Kino Roger. We got me. Yeah. Killer shit, man. And again, like, there's articles in here. No pieces. Just a bunch of sick art. And actually, Blood Drunk, the comic I did called Blood Drunk, is in here and in color. So if you get a legit copy of issue 5, you get to see this shit in color. There's very limited amounts of these. I think I might even only have one of these left. And then finally, for Cinema 187, this is issue 6. 120 pages, 34 contributing artists. You know, back cover by Art of the Outer Church. Front cover by me. It's an homage to the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers issue 1, where they're running away from the cops. In this case, they're running away from the devil himself. This has the Beavis and Butthead comic that fucking Cammy did. Just wanna show you this shit. Yeah, highly recommend checking this out. There's art by Ted Gilbert, KGG Mind Trip. This is all satanic stuff. So this is all movies that are satanic films. There's comics by a bunch of people. Here's Reinforcement Psychological and Tony Wynot art. He actually slipped a fucking Filthy Ralph in there. I'm obsessed with when people make. If you ever want to fucking if you ever want to turn me on, basically just draw Filthy Ralph, and I'll be like, dude, obsessed. And my latest comic, Vomit Coffin, is actually also in this issue, which is one of the reasons it's so fucking long. So yeah, you can read Vomit Coffin in its entirety here. And that's the first 6 issues of 187. You know, pretty fun stuff. A lot of art, man. A lot of art. The next issue is Universal Monsters and Hammer Horror. I've extended the deadline from May 1st to September 1st to just sort of give myself a good amount of time to prepare for that. I'm only going to be putting out 1 issue of 187 this year. In other years, I've made 2. Moving on, my art zine, Raise the Dead, which I talked about earlier. This is what I've got so far. 7 issues. Like, and Sawblade, if you're still in the fucking thing, man, dude, look at just the first issue I did. It's only like 6 drawings, or no, sorry, there's like I think 3 pages in total. But you know, I just picked a bunch of my favorite shit and compiled it, man. So that was issue 1. The back, no fucking art, and the front cover. I used a font, which pisses me off, but what can you do at this point? And then issue 2, you know, I thought I was gonna sort of. Oh, by the way, this is 2021, the first one. The second one, 2022. You know, and sort of up the ante. Bunch of stuff, all dot work and stuff too. Like, this is where I like cut my teeth on it. There's a thing, Sawblade. I don't know if you're still here. Oh, you still are here, dude. Okay, so, oh, dude, check this out. That's this is Lemmy, and this is Ozzy. This is Ozzy from that famous photo of him on the toilet. And this is Lemmy from the photo shoot. I don't remember what album or what it was for, but it's, you know, I love the way that turned out. Oh yeah, here's something cool. This was like when I was trying to. Yeah, that was cool. Now the next one, issue 3. I believe this one might have the Sawblade inspired piece that I did, but this is a wraparound cover. A bunch of drawings I did. I put the blood splatter on. I thought that was cool. This is cool. Yeah, man. This one's very short as well, but, you know, fun stuff. This is, if you know the artist Neckface, I did this like Neckface inspired piece, and I actually sent it to him. Like, I sent him a photo, and I was like, dude, I fucking drew your neck, and he's like, right on, dude. So that was sick. Issue 4. This one might have the Sawblade one. This is actually an acrylic painting that I did, but I like this character right here. That's not on the painting, but you know, it has like a bunch of. This is from 2023. Both these skull and crossbones I did on mushrooms on different mushroom trips. And I actually don't have maybe I do. I don't know if I have any of those paintings. They might be, because like me and my buddies, we would all sit around and collab. Probably shown this before, but this is my characters at the card table. I want to do a drawing like this. I want to redo this. You know. Yeah, so there's that one. And then issue 5. This painting's up there on the wall. acrylic painting. This has to have the fucking thing in it. Maybe this one had it. Hold on. Because I did something that was like sort of... Like, I know I was like really... Oh, maybe it's in this one. This one has something cool that I don't know if I did in the last one. I did like this thing where I put like in the first couple issues I put like poems and stuff that like my grandpa would say and shit. But in this one I like this little bottom piece. But this has my infamous Filthy Ralph Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse piece that I did that so many people love and hate. I love it. If you look at his wiener's like bloody. Horrible. This one really, I was opening up and just trying to really go to town. This is a Kill Bill piece. When you look at it like this, it looks way better than when you're looking at it on the fucking screen. That's for sure. Acrylic painting. Dude, this was fucking sick. This is a painting I did on mushrooms with my dad. Like, he didn't paint it with me, but fucking he was there at the apartment. Warriors piece. If you look at that top, it's like the graveyard from the Warriors where he spray painted the W on the tombstone. Then like the train and the stereo. It's sort of like an homage to the film. One of my favorite films. Oh yeah, 456 was inspired. This was inspired by the song 456 from Cool G Rap. But the dice reads 666. My pieces piece. That piece right there. That's like my saw blade, like rip off, fucking like wearing a helmet kind of dude. Yeah, I really love that one. The next one, sorry, I'm like missing on the comments. Oh, dude, that punk zombie looks awesome. Thank you. Dude, I love the car so good. Thanks, man. Goofy Fuzz in the house. What's going on, dude? Oh, that's sick. Fuck yeah, man. This the latest, or not, excuse me, this was the second last Raise the Dead. This is number 666. I codenamed it Macaroni and Dope. This guy's like reading a Mad magazine. That was the first drawing I did of 2024, I believe. And then on the back cover, it's Ralphie from Christmas Story with an eyeball in his hand. He shot someone's eye out. He's fucked on LSD. This one has a fun opener with Ralph on a toilet. And if you look on that sign back there, it's like, it says, "Kill the guy that's fucking my wife for 5,000." It's like a photo of Ralph. There's like Ralph with a turtle. So yeah, this is early 2024 stuff. These are all like colored drawings that are just in black and white. And that's a pencil drawing of Leatherface. See, this is very short because this is already the fucking spread. This is that homage to Robert Crumb, that one Robert Crumb piece. This was like 1,000,000 dots, dude. And this picture's fucking huge. Just a bunch of fun shit. I love this bandit dude. I love this guy. So it's like Magic from Blood In, Blood Out. Beavis and Butthead. Ralph shooting the fuck out of it. This is from Pink Flamingos. And then finally, Raise the Dead number 7, which I already showed in the beginning, but I'll sort of give you like this. This is my favorite cover that I might have done, period, so far. I have a 11x17 framed up there of it, but yeah, this has some really choice stuff. This right here was a piece that I did. I was inspired by Tom Bunk when I did that. You can see Ralph's reading a 187. This is colored digitally. So is this front cover, by the way. It's colored digitally. I don't draw digitally, but I've been known to color stuff because you can get a very, the look that I'm going for. Same with this back cover. You know what I mean? So shout out to the homie Radioactive Blawfield because he did a comic about coffee. And this is a copy that I actually printed off. I printed off a fuckload of them. I was giving them away with orders of 187 with his permission. But I kept a copy for myself. This is actually a color copy because there is some blood in it. But yeah, this is killer, dude. If you're a fan of blaxploitation, exploitation cinema. This is great. So the next, this is a standalone copy of Biotherapy that Radio did as well. I wanted like a standalone copy of it. I don't sell those or anything without his permission. I have never sold them at all, but I wouldn't without his permission and stuff. So there's another copy of Coffee I can put in the sell box. Actually, I'll just put that right there. Or the giveaway box, I should say. This was another giveaway one that I made. This was called Cinema 187 presents Women of Exploitation films. Fun little zine. This was a fun little zine called Video Homicide that I made. But here's here's the meat and potatoes of what I've created. Filthy Ralph, issue 1, with the EC ripoff cover. Filthy Ralph, issue 2, with the Fulci cover. And then I did the 2 strip collections, which are just one-page gags. And then I did Blood Drunk, which is a fantastic. This is actually a color copy. Which the reason that there's only like a few of these color copies is because you have to. It's all black and white. There's a little bit of fucking red, but you have to print it in color. Every page has to be in color. So that's why I didn't really. It looks way better, obviously, with the red, but there's that one. And then I did Vomit Coffin. This is the most recent one. This is a 36-page homage to Evil Dead back cover right there. But, to give you an example of the type of art we got in there. And then, this one. This is like my favorite comic I've made so far. Chainsaw head coming off. I really put my all in this, man. Honestly, like. And then he finally gets them all to calm down from their. He's like, the fucking head is got like a drink with a straw. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. This is sick. This is actually a color cover of Filthy Ralph with the green puke cover. This is the art zine I did called Rodney the Demon, which is the handle I was spray painting under. I haven't painted since like 2021, but it's a collection of a bunch of my best stuff, which I think I got pretty decent near the end. I was doing okay, but it's way too expensive. The risk is not worth the reward, really. Especially when it comes to I was just getting into doing security and shit like that, so I didn't want to fuck that up. But yeah, this is a good one to have, man. I love looking through that from time to time because, like I said, it has all my favorite shit. And then the final, actually, I have 2 Filthy Ralph mini comics that I made, but I don't have any of them right here right now. So this is something that there's only one copy of, and the project file is gone. So I have to remake this because I don't want this cover to be the cover, but this is called Wasted. It's a zine I did called Wasted. This is the back cover. It's supposed to sort of look like Grand Theft Auto because I drew every character from the Rockstar universe from like when I was playing the game. So CJ from San Andreas, Nico from GTA 4, Max Payne, the guy from Manhunt. This was me just sort of like Red Dead Redemption, The Warriors, all of the fucking Rockstar games that we all know and love. Bully, GTA 5. Yeah, so fun stuff, man. That's it. That's what I've made so far, minus those 2 mini zines or mini comics. And all of this was made since 2021. So just in a few short years, man, you can get a bunch of stuff collected and start yourself a little self-publishing company, man. And even if you break even or don't or whatever the fuck, just get your stuff out there. If it costs you money to send them to some motherfucker, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? It works out in your favor if they dig it. You know what I mean? Some people will be like, yo, this is sick. It might inspire some fuck to make one. Who knows? I don't give a shit. At the bottom of at the end of the day, I'm gonna make the fucking zines, make the comics regardless. but it's cool to share them with motherfuckers, you know? That's the thing. That's the thing, because once you get your art out there into the fucking universe, you get a sense of fulfillment knowing that it's out there, you know? Like I get off knowing that my shit's all over the place, you know, everywhere from Italy to Ireland to, you know, England, Canada, States, the States. It's sick, man. It's a sick feeling. It is a sick fucking feeling. Just give me 1 second. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving the stream. I just need to hide my video for a second. If you don't mind. How the fuck do you do that? I don't know how you do it. I think if I do that, it'll fuck it all up. I don't know. Actually, you know what I can do? So yeah, the other thing, I have some shit I can share on my computer as well. How the fuck do I do this? There we go. I just need to. Seem to go like that for a minute. What you're looking at right now is actually a piece from the Out on Parole comic that I did with Filthy Ralph, where he's killing, you know, the so-called shot caller in prison since he's been gone. And like, obviously, it's a little pixely because I think what I was doing at that point, right there, I think when I saved that image, I didn't save it in like commercial press quality. So it turned out a little bit shaky, but you know what? It's fine. I'm just getting my folder out here real fast. Just give me a brief second. Yeah. No. Well, also what I wanted to say was when you're making comics, making zines and stuff, you learn a new skill, and that skill is collation, I believe is the word. Making a book, you know, especially if you're doing a comic and you're doing it total self-publish, you know, you're gonna run into problems. All right. It happens to the best of us. Because like if I said to you right now, make a comic, how would you go about it? Because when you print off the pages and you put them together, you put them together like page after page. How do you make it make sense when you turn the page? Like everything is in order. They call that collating, but like that is a skill in its own, you know? And like, you know, I've been toying around with the idea of trying to make like a sort of like not really documentary, but just more of like a polished video about like making a comic or something like that. But I feel like that in itself is a project that's going to take a lot of planning. You know what I mean? Because there's certain shots I want to do. You know, the shots that I can't film personally, I'll get my wife to film. Like if I'm in the shot. I got this I got this Beavis and Butthead documentary playing. I got my burner working again. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but not because I like taking stuff off YouTube, shit, documentaries, all kinds of cool shit you can't get otherwise. Put them on a disc and then they rip it off. YouTube, boom, you still got it. There's a lot of good documentaries on there that come and go. Curtis, I still have a couple of those short stories you saved on this computer. Oh fuck, probably like gourmet hot dogs and I did it. You know what? I could turn some of those into into comics. You know, there was that one that I did about the fucking the Western Fair or whatever. I think that would make a sick comic. I want to make a comic out of Afro Death. Sawblade, I don't know if you knew this or not, but I actually made short films. And they're actually on the channel, but I made this character called Afro Death, and my brother played the character, and basically it turned it like we did a bunch of them, and then I ended up going to film school, and we got to film one with like actual good stuff. Have you seen that, or would you like me to show that right now? I can actually do that. We can actually stream uh Movie Shop of Horror. I don't remember that one. Let me see if I can. I don't want to make a liar out of myself here. I don't even know if I can find that shit right now. That might be a fucking pain in the cack. Yeah, I don't know if I can find that right now, brother. I'm gonna turn for the night, Ricky. Looking forward to hanging again. Keep up. Yo, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. And I look forward to you coming back, dude. And we'll do a chat soon enough again. Let me see. Let me actually try. Boom. Maybe search. What would that be called? Fuck. I spelt it wrong because I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Got it.
What's going on, everybody? It's Ricky.
There's like my little intro. Oh, I was way fatter then. Holy fuck. God damn. 666 if anybody wants to watch some short films I made. They're not fucking dog shit. Like I know short films get a really bad fucking reputation, but if you guys want to watch them, I think there's like 40 minutes worth. 666 if anybody wants to do that. Fuck. Six six six. Gene Polly Spears in the house. What's going on, dude? Goofy fa. Okay, let me take a piss real fast because I know I'm gonna have to piss. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna get it set up so when I come back, I don't have to fucking dink around like a couple of fucking. I'm gonna screen record this so I can clip it and use it as a video as well. But first, sorry. There it is. Okay. Look at how fucking fat I was there compared to now. It's not even that long ago, really. Okay, let me go whiz. Wait, I wonder if I can click this on here. No, I better not fuck around. Oh, I don't like seeing myself right there. It looks gay. It looks like I'm about to fucking. I'm asking for an insertion. Let me skip it forward, kind of.
Homicide, and I'm here with a very.
Okay, fuck. I just like fucking spoiled the whole fucking first one.
And with that being said, let the fucking show begin. I think it might frighten you.
Can you guys hear it? Well, I gotta piss, dude. I can't be bothered. I'll fucking figure it out in a minute. All right. I'm fucking back. Oh. Plug my phone in. Okay. So, Let's see what's going on here. All right, guys and girls, mostly dudes, probably only dudes. Yeah, dude, this is with commentary, so hold on a second. I gotta mute this horse shit over here. Because what I want to do is I want to screen record it. I got to remember how to do that. I think it's that, and then yeah, it is. Boom. What's this all about? Capture. We can't record right now. Try again later. Why is that? I wonder. Okay, I guess I can't. Unless, do you know what? Hold on, let me write down the time. What time is this fucking shit? Because then I can go back and I can screen. Because I haven't been able to find an app that will allow me to that'll allow me to rip a fucking what's it called? A live stream. So where are we at again? 5150, 5117. Can't write. Oh well. This is the blunt, or I almost said Bluntzilla video. This is the Video Homicide Short Filmathon 2025.
It might even horrify you. Okay. Thanks for watching. Make sure you put a 666 in the fucking comments too, you cunts.
Okay. So this is Afro Death. That's my first car. This is my little brother. And he's about to boot a door in behind a fucking variety store next to a beer store. It's a miracle we weren't arrested. My dad and my cousin. This right here, this shot with the knife. Dude, it was a motherfucking... It was a challenge. But it turned out sick. This is a project that was for a college film. Now, I'm going to pause it so I can kind of comment on it for a second. Hold on. So the thing that happened with this film was it featured guns. And we made it while the school professors were on strike. Like, I made this. And when I came back, they wouldn't show it. And they were all mad because there was guns in it and stuff. And I was like, yeah, but they're fake guns. They just look real as fuck. You know? But, yeah, this was a fun one, man. I'm just going to let him play. Fuck it. I don't think I need to explain, like, my entire fucking life about it. The drugs. Can you hear it okay? 666 if you guys can hear it okay. There's not a lot of fucking talking in these films, that's for sure. What's this? Oh, this next one, the locker. So this is when I first got a slider, got a camera slider. Yeah, there's that's my room at the house back in the day. Sure. So this comic I fucking drew and wish like if I wasn't on, like, this was also another school project. They wanted us to do something that involved a locker, but I was like, I don't want to use like a locker at school. I want to use a foot locker to sort of like, you know, because I anticipated a lot of people using just regular school lockers. Yeah. There's an old man coming through the window with a bunch of crazy fucking makeup effects that my wife did. Yeah. I wish I had took my time on those drawings and made that like actually sick. And like the thing is with like making a short film, like the thing that I like is like I do it with the same people. I keep it, you know, I work with my dad and my brother and my wife. That's basically it. And that way I have total control over everything. I guess I could say I'm a control freak, but like to me, I wouldn't ask for someone to help me drawing a comic, so I like to do every aspect that I can. So what's the next one? Midnight Marauder, I think. The old handle Bluntzilla video. Yeah. So this one I actually didn't. I directed it, I wrote it, but my friend Ian shot it. This was also for a school project. I shot this part right here with the tape. And like this was probably one of like the first one that I did that involved like dialogue and stuff. It's pretty much the only one that has dialogue if I think about it. Yeah, that's the basement of the old place. I used to have so many more tapes, man. But a lot of them were just bullshit ones that I was just like, eh. It's like remotely kind of whorish. Buy from the thrift store when it was like 25 cents.
Hey, Ricky, man, if that's you, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Stop fucking around.
That painting's hanging outside the fucking door there.
Need to clean up in here more often. This shit box is gross.
What the hell were you doing in there, old man? Performing a fucking exorcism?
Must have been that Jamaican food I ate last night.
My ass, you got a demon inside you.
Any new porno?
Just what you see, pal. Hey, we specialize in horror, not horrors.
Maybe that's why it's so dead around here.
I do all right here.
That place was set up sick, man.
You want to see some shit?
Man, I've seen the tape with you and the McLean twins 10 times already.
This is a snuff film. Seriously.
Like, I could fucking turn this into a comic, dude. Like, no problem. And actually go all out. See, this was me playing into the whole,
What the fuck is this all, man?
Just wait for it.
Movie inside of a movie thing that you see in a lot of flicks. Here we go. The thing is, like the thing is with that, like actually standing there in the basement with that red light and Ullman like being right there in front of you with that makeup on was the craziest. It's still the craziest experience I ever had making a film. Because it was like right in my face, and it was like, this is Freddy Krueger shit. Like right in, like this is, it's different when you see like practical effects on a person on a set, and it's in your basement, in your fucking drug smoke filled basement. Making films isn't off the table. Like it's not. I'm not done making films. It's just, working on comics and stuff right now is sort of easy because I don't have to like get a whole, like I can just do it by myself. You know what I mean? Whereas making a film, like it's not. There's shit that needs to be done. Fuck. The Purple Demon. This one is, I love this one. I didn't shoot it. My friend Kyle Doer did. That's Casey doing Blow.
Police are still looking for clues regarding the deadly gangland shooting on Hamilton Road near Rectory this past Monday night. Investigators say that suspected Purple Demon gang leader Derek
There's
McClain
me.
was murdered in cold blood over a bag containing an undisclosed amount of money. Witnesses say a man wearing a black hoodie and white ski mask committed the murder. This is the second gangland shooting this year, following fellow Purple Demon member Lee Scott's grisly murder in January. Sources say that a number of Purple Demons currently incarcerated at Mill Haven Penitentiary have incited a riot since the murder last Monday. Ray Hughes, recently released from Mill Haven, has a history of violence spanning back to 2001, when his first arrest had him doing 16 months at San Jose Juvenile Detention Center.
We publicly issued an arrest warrant today for Ray Hughes. Hughes is known for his gang affiliation and violent past, and is now the last surviving high-ranking member of the Purple Demons in Canada. We strongly urge the shooter to turn himself in. We want the suspect alive. Hughes does not.
The thing was, like, my brother's put on like probably 100 pounds of
Hughes
muscle,
was indicted with
so
Bonnie
he
and
looks
Riley
so
of the Umbrella
skinny
Brothers
in
for
this
the
now.
attempted murder of a Supreme Court judge. The victim, Derek McClain, has been under police investigation since 2016 due to his alleged role in Ralph's Pub Massacre, which McClain, along with members of the Purple Demons and members of the Hong Kong-based gang Rhino Skulls, collaborated in the killing of 9 mafioso. The case was famously thrown over a technicality, and McClain has been head of the Purple Demons until his death last Monday. We fear there is a chance that gang members are currently looking for the suspect.
Like, because in my head with all my
suspected
movies
shooter
and
is still
stuff,
thought
there's
to be
like
in
these
Southwestern
gangs and
Ontario.
there's mobs.
Ballistics have confirmed that the gun used in the homicide was a 9mm. I'm talking directly to the suspect right now.
See how he
You
threw
have
the
two options.
he threw the thing at the
You
TV.
can
My
turn
dad was like,
yourself
"You
in
actually
and
do
deal
something to
with
my
the
fucking
police,
TV."
Or you can be systematically hunted by us and the most notorious street gang in Ontario. And their justice, it isn't pretty.
There he is with the red light. I love the look with the red light. The thing was, if I had got a more convincing actor to play that guy right there, I think it would have been better. But the guy wasn't an actor; he's a film student. That chick actually got me a job. Boom. My wife did this makeup on me. Like, I think, dude, I think this one would work as a comic, man. I could make a crazy comic out of this. And that's the thing, like, I already, like, these are my stories. You know what I mean? So, like, no one can be like, oh, you're fucking using some guy's film or what. It's like, no, motherfucker, these are films that came out of my brain. This is my dad's apartment hallway. I was there today. This is my favorite shot coming up with him right here, like, creeping with the pistol. And then right here, boom. Boom. Kyle with the camera, dude. Like, my dad's bathroom with a little bit of a mess we made. He wasn't home when we filmed that, and then he came back, and like I was in the middle of like wrapping up or whatever, and he's like, "My bathroom's fucked." I was like, "I know, man." That fake money, like it, like I can tell it's fake, like, but like it looks pretty good on camera, you know, for just bullshit money from that ring. Like, I think that would be a sick first issue, you know, or like I could do a comic for every one of the films that I've made and just make like an anthology comic. It would take probably like 5 years to make that though, because making comics isn't like, you know, my main. If I could just make the comics I want to make for a living, that would be amazing. That'd be like my dream. So I think the next one that we're about to see is the first one that I did outside of college. So before we get into that, I want to quickly have a toke. What do you think? Yeah. Is the level of my audio okay with how loud the films are? Because I was like thinking like maybe the film's really loud and I'm just going another toke. The Vaporino. Let's continue. So this next one, I believe, is Spiral Scratch. The Purple Demon. Gun Supply. I don't know if this one is oh yeah, this is Spiral Scratch. This is one of my favorite ones, man. What's going on, Trash? You're just watching some of my old films. I never get tired of saying this one played in between Evil Dead and Pieces at the drive-in. Mustang driving. So obviously with the slider over at Old Man's. Like I said, I was there today, and you know, this is cool because this like encapsulates Old Man and his records and horror film all in one. That's the thing, like, you know, I didn't make home movies when I was a kid, but I made home movies as an adult, you know, because I used my family. Why the fuck not, though? I think this was the first film I filmed with the camera that I bought, Nikon. I believe D5300. That's the one I used at school was a D7900 or D7300. No, this is the Spiral Scratch one. The wallet is the one that's coming up next. What I want, my main goal with this one was to just do an obscenely long death scene. You know, because like the murder scene in this film is the entire length of my first film I did at school, which was a minute long. So there's a minute long murder scene in this short film, which means a quarter of it is murder. But hey. Yeah. The only fuck up is oh, there it is. It shows him. It shows my brother with white socks, and then it shows him with those shoes on. But that's like the only real fuck up. Peace out, Tom. Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, this was fun to shoot, man. Yeah, like it's trippy because I remember like. You remember like all the filming and you remember like the editing, and then when you don't watch them for a while and then you watch, I mean, I feel like I've watched these recently in the last couple of months, but maybe even longer, but it's crazy to see. You know, because there's still an entire part of the story that's in your head that doesn't even get shown on the film. You know what I mean? All the stuff you cut and whatever the fuck else. Yeah, we saw that shit at the drive-in, man. It was the craziest feeling ever. And when it showed Ricky Paredes' film and all my people's names and shit, that boom, Bluntsville Video Production, 2019. So that was right out of film school. And then this was the next one. My dad wrote this one. Pop Friction Ultra says, definitely turn them into comics. Just pick one, flesh it out. If need be, then draw the fuck out of it. I know, dude. It definitely give me an opportunity to draw draw in a new style and fuck around. It's bad like he had the corkscrew. If he didn't have it, he'd still... Exactly. Like I said, my dad wrote this one. And to put it into context, like this was right as the corona was like amping up. I wanted to give off the look of a desolate place. This is a place that I spray painted many times. There's actually something that I painted that still shows up in this video. It's in a second here, he walks past a curb. You see a needle painted on the curb. I made a needle stencil, and that was my ass. Right there in black. Yeah. And then I just went around to some greasy places. Yeah, the factory's gone. Rest in peace. Yeah. This is White Oaks Tunnel. I love that shot right there. Cash and the needle. That's a needle pen. Because I was like, I don't feel like going to find an actual... Like, I wish I had a film shot it from a different view, but I think it looks pretty good. We had no permits or anything, so I was trying to get like the outside shots like this that involved like fake looking needles. I tried to get done with the quickness. This is inside of McCormick's Candy Factory, which a lot of the art that's featured in that zine I showed earlier is in that place. That's my shit. That's an abandoned candy factory, which is just fuck, but it's mental. But another piece is in here that I did that I'm really proud of. It's coming up on this elevator shaft. I did that piece. That's actually the cover of the graffiti zine. That'd be a score. Finding a wallet full of dough like that, like what would you do? He chose to keep the cash and drop the wallet in a bando. Yeah. This is right in my dad's old neighborhood too, which is crazy. Like where I grew up, basically. This is a different apartment building, but it's filmed inside it. Like the interior is different than the exterior shots. The official comic book adaptation. Yeah, dude. Yeah, because like essentially the storyboards are done. The layouts are done. It's just draw it. My dad does it. He mixes beer with tomato juice. Not always, but he's been known. Sort of like more experimentally with the... There's a lot of cuts in that little spot, but I wanted to like show a lot without having it like drag out. Like So this money, like this play money, tainted. Slider shot. Did he lick it? He didn't lick it, but he like he smelt it. And it's about to go downhill for him. This is fun to shoot and edit. Me and old man smoked a bunch of dope tonight. I should use the money for the hospital. That was fucking hot sauce because I forgot the blood. But old man's a savage, so he'll just fucking down hot sauce like it's nothing. Greasy. Now the explanation, or first you show the cause. First you show the effect, then you show the cause. This is a slider on a fucking crane shot right there. Believe it or not, that was a complex shot to pull off. So he's loading all these wallets with cash that he's infected with his COVID. I wanted to show like an old cartoon in a film, so there I got it in there. Oh, my brother's skateboarding or longboard. That's Odyssey Records. Wallet out front of there. For some unlucky fuck to find. Right there. Yeah. A lot of fun making that one, dude. He skateboards off into the night. I love how at the end here you can see him around the corner. Gone.
Now, there have now been over 10 million reported cases of coronavirus worldwide, and more than 500,000 people worldwide have lost their lives. On average, more than 4,700 people are dying around the world from COVID-19 linked illnesses every 24 hours. That's according to Reuters calculations based on the average for June. That equates to 196 people per hour, or one person every 18 seconds. So
we won't know the true fatality of this disease until it's all said and done.
So, yeah, my dad wrote that one. Let me just take a minute here. So there's only one left, and it's one of my favorite ones because it just turned out like the way I wanted it to turn out, you know. And like that was the thing about all these films, like it was not real money trash. It was fake as fuck. I bought like $5,000 in fake money from this costume shop. It was dirt cheap. So. But the problem was it came like a notepad, so you had to peel everything because there was like a glue strip. So you had to like peel every fucking thing. And then they were so flat, you had to like crumple them up and then like flatten them out and then make like a stack. You had to like fuck with it to make it look real. Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun making these. And again, I'm inspired to make a comic out of one of these things. So here, let's watch the last one called Old Man. This was my Jallo. I call this one my Jallo. This looks better when you watch it on a HD screen from my hard drive of the original print, like the master copy. You know, it just looks amazing. But when it's fed through YouTube and then fed through this, I'm sure it loses a lot. So. The only thing is, like, that shot with the mail, like, it doesn't really mean anything, so it wasn't really needed. Because I thought I was going to do something different, and, shit happens, basically, is what I'm trying to say. It's that's my first apartment. My only apartment. Now I fucking live with my wife. But I lived alone for 3 years. It was pretty dope experience. It's true. See, he grabs the Street Fighter tape. That was right when Sonny Chiba died. Yeah. I was like, no, we gotta give fucking kudos to motherfucking, what's his name? Terry something? In Street Fighter, I forget what his name was. Otherwise, it could be like he's pulling up to random house. That's true. That's true, dude. Good way to look at it. The electric knife. That was when I first moved in there because there's a lot of shit missing off the walls. I hung a lot of shit like instantly. Bought that little fuck the Exorcist shirt he's wearing. And he's reading The Tao of Wu, which is a book, the second book that the RZA wrote. I don't think he's wrote anything since, but I recommend the Wu-Tang Manual and Tao of Wu. I love this shot right here. Old Man was like, me and my brother were laughing because Old Man was saying he couldn't sit in the tub. He's like, I can't. And I was like, he said he physically couldn't sit. He said his legs don't work that way. I was like, what? And he's tied up. I love this shot right here. My favorite part coming up is it does like a quick zoom in right here. I love that. I didn't want to like overdo like the, you know, I feel like I used like a good amount of like him getting like his head shaking and all that. He's right there. Omen's eating like raw meat. So that's it. You guys just experienced the Ricky Paredes filmography. Oh, there's something at the end. Oh yeah, okay. There's one more film at the end here, and it's the graffiti one. My friend Kevin shot this for me. I called it Bridge Demon. This is a video of me committing a crime, basically. But this is from like 2020, 2021. I give up my hoodlum ways. I know.
So we'll bust out a few of these.
Like I was painting over top of my own painting that got dissed. It's all about blending the colors and all that bullshit, man. Like the skull from that dead body you're seeing right there is in my dad's apartment. I wish I had made this longer so I could watch more of the process. But she's not my mother, Todd. It's a good shot with me in the fucking shadow painting. There it was. And that was like in the middle of the graffiti era. Like I got way better than that. Way better than that. I was doing huge stuff, man. Huge stuff. Stuff that was fucking taller than me by 3 feet. Like I did that dragon that time. Dude, it was massive. Massive. I was there with the Goofy Pho. I don't know if Goofy Pho is still in the chat or not. But watching a Beavis and Butthead documentary that I burned onto a disc tonight, Trash Dash. Like I got my burner working, and because there's some docs on there I want to burn on discs and put on the shelf because, like, you know, it's like collecting without having it cost me money. You know, because like I'm all for getting new movies and stuff, but like especially the stuff that I've been watching on YouTube, like there's a lot of good stuff that you know, fuck it, dude. I'm gonna fucking get via the what's it called? The YouTube way. Put it on a disc, get a blank disc, and away you go. Just give me a second. I gotta light up some of this sage. Yeah. But like one thing I like talk about like wanting to do a lot of different fucking projects at once. Like I want to do an animation that's like 2 minutes of Filthy Ralph. You know, like I look on YouTube or excuse me on Instagram. There's so many amazing artists that are making these animations and stuff, and like some of them digital, some of them straight up 2D traditional. But regardless, I want to try it. I've done some. Yeah. Like there's a shitload of movies on YouTube you can toss on a disc. And just good videos. You know. Because like now if they take down this fucking like on this disc, I put this Beavis and Butthead documentary. It's like 2 documentaries put together. It's 104. It's hour and 40 minutes, and then I put on 6 Days to Air, which is the South Park documentary. Like it's unreal that they make a fucking episode of South Park that fast. You know, but they do. It's crazy. It's not like the old days though. They're not animating with their fucking what's it called? Traditional stop motion animation. Like they're doing it all digital, so everything is all rigging and all that stuff. And people that are good at that, they can do it quick, you know. Not bad. Traditional animation is much more taxing and grueling because like every second that you watch on screen consists of 24 drawings. So 1 minute. So what the fuck is 24 times 60? That's how many drawings you need to do. You know, what's 24 times 60? Let's look it up. Let's say 24 times 120 because that's 2 minutes. 24. What's times 120? That would be 2,880 drawings to make a 2-minute cartoon. So that's a lot of fucking paper, man. It's a lot of drawing. But the thing is, like, if I was gonna do it like that, I would do it cell style. Like I would straight up do it OG as I possibly could, because that way you can paint the background and then you just draw on top of those transparencies. You know, there you go. They had Terrifier 3 on YouTube for a day before the DVD was out, so I ripped that ASAP. Nice. South Park was unique back in the day because I don't think it was drawn. It was construction paper. It was all fucking stop motion animation. You know? And it looks and like that's why like during it, like, and they're like move, like, you know, as they move them and stuff, like trash. I don't know if you ever seen, I think it's called Cartoon Sushi or Sushi Cartoon or something. It was sort of like an animation show like Liquid Television, but there's like 4 episodes on YouTube. You should check that out if you're into that kind of stuff. I think there's some Liquid Television on YouTube. Let's check it out. I'd love, if there is, I would love to throw some of that onto a disc. Liquid. Yeah, Liquid Television episode 1. Oh, look at, there's a playlist. How many episodes they got? 1, 2, 3. Looks like they have 22 videos. Like there's 22 episodes that are on YouTube of Liquid Television. I just want to click on one for a second. Yeah. Killer. I've seen it way long on MTV. I saw it back in like 1998. Yeah. Well, my dad had, and I had the Beavis and Butthead VHS tapes, and my dad had the Aeon Flux tape, And I remember they talked about liquid television in the beginning of those, and I was like, liquid television, what the fuck is that? And then years later, when I discovered this one cartoonist, I forget what his name was, and I don't even remember what the fucking skit was called, but it was about this guy who was like a babysitter to this little baby, and he ends up cooking the baby in the microwave. But there's a cartoon festival called Spike and Mike's. I actually found a VHS tape of a compilation of a bunch of cartoons. So like, there's stuff on there that's probably, you know, not been seen in a long time. You know, like I would have loved to went to a festival like that of just animation. Fucking unreal. But that's the thing, right? Like nowadays, there's so many things like that. It's like, where do you even fucking begin? You know, and a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about is not the stuff that's being made anymore, which is a shame. And like no offense to like digital creators, but when it comes to animation, hand drawn or hand animated is the way to go, 100%. Yeah, Spike and Mike gave Mike Judge his start. That's true, man. Like I said, I got that tape. If I had the gumption to stand up, I'd go grab it right now, but I'm stoned. Trash, should I show you the fucking pages I've been doing for this Beavis and Butthead comic that I'm doing right now? This is page 1, but I'm actually going to be adding another page, so this is technically page 2. So Ralph meets the boys out front of a variety store where Ralph robs the fucking variety store, sticks the guy up. But the guy, as Ralph is like stealing the surveillance tape, the guy hits the silent button or silent alarm. So that alerts the police. But Ralph's seen what the guy did. So Ralph quickly puts the gun in his mouth. And I hear the cops about to be en route to the fucking thing. So I've got 4 pages so far. I'm doing it on cardstock. And I have the 5th page penciled. So I'll be streaming that. I might even do that tomorrow in the morning. And then this right here is page 1 to my Western Rotten Revolver, which this is as far as I've gotten so far on page 1. Got a lot more inking to do. I'm probably going to stream some inking of that as well. That's done on watercolor paper, though. It's much more thicker than the fucking cardstock. Christ. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I love that shit. I went to the art store like last weekend and I grabbed these. Stack more. I'm obsessed with these kneaded erasers, so I grabbed 3 of them. These ones are small as fuck though, but the Prismacolor ones, these are the ones that are like solid. This Faber-Castell one is like using a piece of gum. Like it's like falls apart in your hand even when it's new. Like there's still a big chunk. I'm gonna use it, but and then I bought this whiteout. It's got Asian writing, so I thought it was going to be amazing, but it ended up it's oil based, so it's I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of oil based products. Like when it comes to that, and like regular whiteouts, that this stuff it's smooth, but it just I don't know. I'll keep fucking with it. And then this ink that I haven't even used yet. I've tattooed myself with this exact ink before, this India ink. Because it's cheap as fuck. You can get like this much for $6.89. You can tattoo yourself with this and it will not hurt you. But yeah. I'm very much looking forward to make some more comic stuff. Like the Beavis and Butthead one. Like I said, I still got like 5 to 6 pages to go, maybe more. We'll see what happens. But I'm just like loving it, man. It's so much fun to see it come together, you know. And I really am looking forward to fucking printing a copy and being like, whoa, because I know what the cover is gonna be. It's gonna be sick. I'm gonna be like using Beavis from, if you've seen Do America, which I'm sure you have, when he eats the cactus and he has like the trip. So the cover, like when Beavis on the cover of my comics is gonna be the Beavis from like the mushroom, the cactus trip. So it's gonna be a blend. It's gonna be a blend of sort of different times you see him in that. So think like Ed Rothy kind of stuff with Butthead. I don't know what like how I'm gonna have him looking yet. I think I have a good idea, but Ralph's gonna be behind, and Beavis is gonna be lighting Ralph's bong, and Butthead's cat. There's gonna be speech bubbles on the cover. Butthead's gonna say, "Fire in the hole, Beavis," and then Ralph is gonna be saying, "You said hole." So like if you know Beavis and Butthead, you can understand, you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. A lot of stuff, working on a lot of shit right now. And I got this Godfather trash dash. I don't know if I told you, but I'm doing this Godfather thing. Big ass drawing. I haven't started it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And I got that Halloween thing I'm going to be doing as well. I'm probably going to pencil that tonight, and then I'll probably stream that sometime event. I just want to get the pencils down. That way I can, you know, when I have time, maybe after work or something through the week, whatever, I can hop on the stream, you know, and stream the drawing of it because it's fun. What is that snowman painting behind you? That's the thing I got from a thrift store, but I thought it was a sick shape. So I was like, I could do a painting on that. But then I was like, there's nowhere I can hang it here. And I said to my wife, do you want that? And you could paint like something on there. She's like, fuck yeah. But it's just been in here like since we moved in. I gotta get rid of it. It's funny though. Even when I started the stream tonight, I said, welcome. I'm funny. Oh. Yeah. Not bad at all. I do have a few videos I want to make. Like I got to make the last episode of the VHS Graveyard. So I thought about doing David Cronenberg, but I can only find 2 of my David Cronenberg tapes up here. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to just do it with 2 because I know I got more. And same with Romero, because but like my Dawn, like a bunch of my Romero's got to be in the basement. If it's not in the basement, then someone's getting stabbed. You know what I mean? Yeah, I want to record one more episode of that and then give that a break. I finished up the 2nd season of the zine stash I was doing, which is a fun zine video series. I like doing that because it's like, you know, spreading the word of this stuff, you know, because it's hard to find stuff, you know what I mean, that you like. There's no shortage of zines out there, but find some ones that you really like, you know. It's hard. It's a task sometime, man, like because you go to a zine fair or a place that sells zines, there's a lot of stuff that's just like, I don't know, are you really into it? It's cool that they're making it, but like, you know, I want to see raunchy comics. I want to see like crazy art zines and stuff. I'm not really interested in personal zines, zines as they're known, and stuff like that. I like art zines and even poetry stuff. I'm not really my cup of tea. I respect the grind. I respect the hustle. And I would never, if someone said, here, I want to give you this zine, I would never deny it or anything. I've even done trades at zine fairs and stuff with people. I just went up at the first zine fair I ever went to, all the stock I had left over, I handed out to all the people that were tabling. And, you know, maybe they didn't like my shit, but there it is. I stuck it in their face. They took it. So I guess whatever. No, I think the comics and the zine making is a very fun thing to do, you know, and it's made me you know, connect to other people and stuff. But Filthy Ralph and do a VHS graveyard on the Death Wish movies. Dude, that I could do that. I could definitely, I have them right there. All 5. I have them all 5 of them on tape and DVD. I'm not upgrading. Even if they fucking shoved it down my throat, I wouldn't. I'm not. No. I don't find the point in upgrading from DVD to anything really. Like if I have it, like I have it, you know, unless I find it for ridiculously cheap, like, and it's like a favorite movie of mine. Like for instance, if I found like, let me find something that I only have bare bones. Like I have like the bare bones, like Child's Play, or maybe I don't know if there's special features. That's a bad example. I don't know. Like for instance, I had the universal version of Videodrome, and that I was content with that. But then the homie Radioactive Blobfield fucking sent me a copy of the Criterion. I haven't even opened it yet, and I'm like, fuck, I need to make space for that because I want to go through the features. That's the best part about physical media, other than owning the actual movie, is having all the fucking features. It's not about just having a massive 4K collection for me to fucking stand in front and go, this is the new 4K of this is the new 4K of that. You know, like the homie fucking Jamie Tooney from Australia. He made a video the other day and he fucking he showed Demolition Man. He's like, yeah, $80. And I even wrote a comment. I was like, $80 for Demolition Man, like that is mental. Like that, like I don't know what the exchange rate is on the cash down there or whatever, but $80 for a movie, it's like that's what we've got to. Like we've gotten to that point, you know. Like I have Demolition Man, you know, on VHS somewhere. I might even have it on DVD somewhere. I don't think it's up here though, because I'm alphabetical up to L now, and I'm sort of at a standstill right now. I don't really want to fucking organize any movies. It's a pain in the ass, but I know once it's done, I'll be like, all right, sweet. They had a zine fair with a few years back, and I went, and all the zines were like about environmentalism and stuff. Well, that's the thing, right? Like that's what I mean. Like you want comic book stuff. Like I mentioned in the last stream about TCAF, the Toronto Comics Art Festival. Like a table there was $500, and I was like, nope. But the thing was, like, they made a post on Instagram saying if you're a woman or you're fucking trans or you're black or you're a person of color, whatever, indigenous, the table fee will be waived. And I'm like thinking, like, well, fuck, I gotta pay and they don't. So like, I think that's unfair, especially if it was like $50, okay, then that's fine, whatever, I can deal with that. But 500, get the fuck out of here. The only reason I upgraded my Death Wish movies was because the Blu-rays are widescreen and my DVDs are full screen. Right. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I got the $3 DVD of Demolition Man and it looks great. Yeah, fuck that. Are you going to spend $80 to replace Demolition Man? You know, what, to watch Edgar Friendly? And like, do these motherfuckers that buy these movies like that, like, are you watching it? Like, did you race to spend 80 on Demolition Man, pop that in to watch Edgar Friendly do that speech about how he wants to run around the streets naked with green jello all over his body and smoke a cigar the size of Cincinnati in the non-smoking section and all that shit. Like, that is a sick fucking movie, but $80? Like, dude. I'm not talking shit about Homeboy either. I'm just saying, like, that's great that he's got no problem just dropping 80 on a film, but I just could not do it. Different strokes for different folks. That I'll probably do the Death Wish graveyard fucking VHS video. Trash, now that you said that. It's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good film series, dude. I watched them. The last time I watched all of them was in the Garage era, so it was at least 4 years ago. I think I might have watched Death Wish 2 living here, now that I think about it. I feel like I remember doing that. Oh, yeah. So the DVD burner I have, like, you can customize the, what's it called? The main menu. So like the main menu is like a sick fucking, let's see if I can show it. Whoa. It's like, I guess it's very blown out, but it's like a drawing I did, and it says Rancid Fuck Video Rentals. And I saved it as a template because, like, there's a lot of times I'll download my uncle Mike a bunch of shit off YouTube, like especially like old fucking hockey games and old wrestling games and stuff, or wrestling matches, and I like to get his reaction. Yeah, that's cool. I'm trying to think what the most I spent on a movie was. I think I spent 50 on Peeping Tom because it was hard to find at the time. Right on. I've still never seen that movie. There's a lot of fucking shit that I've yet to see, but You know, if I saw that movie and it was like $5 or under, I'd buy it. But like my days of spending more than $5 on a movie, unless it, like I said, unless I really want it. If like a deluxe edition of Heavy Metal came out that had like a bunch of extra stuff, like the version I have has like a bunch of extra stuff, it's fine. But if there was more stuff, I would love that. But I'm not going to go out of my way to do that. Because I still think that the VHS tape copy I have that my dad bootlegged back fucking 25 years ago still looks longer than 25 years ago. It still looks phenomenal. You know, like that's why a lot of those tapes, like that's how I saw some of those movies for the first time. RoboCop, especially Halloween, all that stuff. Like the infamous VHS tape with Halloween 1 and 2, it marked me and my cousin, scared the fuck out of us for life. Peeping Tom is awesome. It's like a dirty version of Psycho. I don't know the most I spent on a movie. I think it might have been I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think I've ever spent more than 40 on a movie. I know I spent like 40 on the 4K like deluxe edition of Deep Red, Cat of Nine Tails, and Bird with the Crystal Plumage. But those came with like booklets, came with posters, like came with a bunch of shit. It's not like that now. Like it's like that now if you buy from these boutique labels and stuff, but you really have to want something, or you just don't give a fuck and you just have like the cash to be like, fuck it. Because some of those movies, man, especially up here in Canada, you got to spend top dollar. And again, I've gotten a lot of stuff that I want. There's a lot of stuff I still want, but I mean, like, there's not a lot of stuff that's like pressing. You know what I mean? I have The Killer. I've got fucking Cannibal Holocaust. I got Day of the Dead and a shitload of other fucking crazy stuff, man. Junk, which was a weird Asian film. Trying to think what else up there. Bad Boys with Sean Penn. I got that shit. Movies are sick, man. Movies are sick. Just watch them. You know, it's like me and Trash have made comments in the past. It's like these guys on YouTube, they got like an insane collection, and then they make a video saying like, "Oh, can you fucking support the Patreon and all this stuff?" And it's like you're or like not even really that, but like these GoFundMe types, and it's like you're standing in front of a wall full of movies, you know, and these fuckers go into debt 25 grand and shit over movies, and it's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? There's a video on YouTube of some chick talking about her financial situation, going into debt, collecting physical media. It's like, holy fuck. For what? Just to sit, like, are you even watching them, or is it just like a fucking hoarding issue? Very expensive hoarding issue. I'd only spend 40, 50 if it's really rare. It's like some standard movie like Back to the Future. I'm spending $5 at most. I agree with that. That's the same with me, dude. I've really like toned down, or like really curated the collection, and once it is 100% alphabetical, I'll do a tour of it, like an in-depth tour, and you'll get and like I said, I mixed all the genres, so it's just an alphabetical, just my entire DVD Blu-ray collection alphabetical, you know. And I have a shitload of tapes, like choice tapes that I want to keep on display and stuff, shit that I like to look at. Sometimes you just want to like pull the tape out and just like look at it and be like, fuck, man, this is the cover art, like get inspired. Like I got like a lot of really like some of my choice stuff that I really like up there. Like I got my Cheech and Chong films, like Cheech and Chong next movie, Up and Smoking, Still Smoking. Those are the ones that I grew up with. Rosemary's Baby, The Killer, Dead Alive, Poseidon Adventure, Wild Bunch, Coffee, Westworld, the Brady Bunch movie, which yes is one of my favorite motherfucking movies, dude. 100%. Blair Witch Project, Fulci shit, you know, Colors, Enter the Dragon, Exterminator on VHS, which is have you ever seen Exterminator, Trash Ash? It's like a crazy fucking, I think it's like a Vietnam vet, dude. It's been a while since I watched it. I know there's 2 of them, but yeah, they're wild. Yeah, they don't even need to because they're buying all the $50 special editions. Yeah. It's fucked. Absolutely fucked. I can't wait to fucking get some of these docs on the shelf though. Wicked. That's the thing, man. Like this is an expensive hobby if you make it that way for yourself. But like if you can get it off YouTube, then like you're crazy. Or not, you're not crazy, but just like you're whatever, you're not me. Because like I have no problem in fucking ripping it off YouTube, putting it in a fucking case, and then putting it on the shelf and saying I own it. I'll say I own a fucking shitty bootleg of it, but that's better than, how am I going to find this Beavis and Butthead documentary? How am I going to find the fucking 6 days to air? Is that even on a disc, anything like that? Like, who knows? I don't know, man. I saw that when I was about 7. I Love Exterminator. That was actually probably the first exploitation movie I ever saw. I saw that when I was about 7. Dude, that's a crazy movie. That was a movie that my uncle told me. He said, when you put that movie on, don't blink in the first like couple minutes. He said, you'll miss crazy shit. Like I remember it starts off like an explosion. It's a good flick, man. Yeah, I found that on tape somewhere. And I got bootlegs of that on the shelf. Of Exterminator 1 and 2. I'm just looking for them. I don't know. Who the fuck knows where they're at? Like I said, this is still a mess. So, find them eventually. Half my Jess Franco collection is bootleg stuff just because he's got too many movies to buy them all. Yeah. Yeah, and fuck it. If the goal is just to watch it, then fuck it. All my female Prisoner Scorpion are bootleg. I printed cases like art and everything for them, make them legit. Because to get those movies, like the box set is like fucking hundreds of dollars. Buy them one at a time. Like who knows how much that will cost? There's 4 of them. They're sought after. There's like I got like I said, I got everything from Clerks to Chappelle Show to fucking Boondocks. Well, I got Boondocks season 2, and I got like a bootleg that has like the first 6 issues of season 1 or 6 episodes. I don't remember how long season 1 of Boondocks was, but that's a bootleg. Bad Santa. Bad Santa's a good movie, dude. I feel like if anyone could play Filthy Ralph, it would be Billy Bob Thornton. Like, imagine how he acts in Bad Santa. That is like Filthy Ralph, basically. I gotta hit play on this player because it's just the fucking main menu just keeps going and going. Yeah. There's a good website called Rare Lust that has a lot of good quality movie downloads. Rare Lust. Let me look that up. Rare Lust. Sounds like a fucking movies index. And you can download them off the site. Let me see. They have an animation category. Legend of the Sacred Stone. Hentai. Of course. It looks like there's like it's mostly like animation. Popular tags exploitation. Let's check that out. Cannibal Ferox is on here. Got it. Gang War in Milan by Umberto Lenzi. What is this? How the fuck do you download? Does it like do you have to download through like a torrent or can you just download through the site? I don't have a torrent thing on here. How do you download off this? What's this link right here? Virus? Tez files? Oh, to download it's gonna be fucking 13 hours? That's too long. I'm gonna keep this site on my thing. Yeah. You click on the link and it downloads a slow download as a file. Gotcha. That's a dope site. Yeah, it does look like a dope site. I love how they have an exploitation section. That gang worn Milan looks good. Looking for Mr. Goodbar, the defilers. A smell of honey, a swallow of brine. Ebola syndrome. Oh yeah, there's some good stuff. Ilsa, a bunch of Ilsas are on here. Wow. Wanda the Wicked Warden. Her prison was hotter than hell. Hotter than hell. Whenever I hear hotter than hell, I think of the beginning of Detroit Rock City when it's showing like all the like that montage of like just sort of pop culture videos and shit, and it's like the comic that's hotter than hell. I don't know. That's funny. Yeah, buddy. But Jess Franco's Ilsa. Really, I did not know. I think I'm gonna call it, boys, because it's getting late here, and I still want to fucking pencil that Halloween thing because I want to ink that tomorrow. So I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Trash Josh, shout out to you, man. You've been talking the whole time. Been a good night. 666 to everyone else that's been through. And with that being said,